I'm speaking regarding the item on the executive session number 1 agenda regarding discussion of the superintendent's performance goals. According to legislation passed during the most recent legislative session, 20% of the superintendent's pay is to be based on performance goals. I've tried to find the performance goals adopted by the board and have been unable to do so. I'm aware that the superintendent has already received this performance pay, although the board has not adopted the goals. He has since returned that money to the district, but is expecting that the board will tonight adopt goals and give him performance pay. Although this may be construed as legal, it is certainly not ethical. Additionally, I call on the superintendent to decline this performance pay, just as the TUSD superintendent did in declining his performance bonus. I also ask the superintendent to refuse the $75,000 per year authorized by the board for selling Digital Advantage. This district cannot afford such excessive and wasteful spending on a contract that benefits only the superintendent and not the district and its students and employees.
I'd like to call the meeting back to order. Item C, results of executive session.
I move that we approve the performance goals of July 1st to the 30th, 2011 on Isquierdo as submitted.
Second for discussion. Mr. Gonzalez?
Ms. Barajas?
I just wanted to state that I believe that failure to produce the goals by the deadline prescribed in the superintendent's contract, specifically provision 3D, requiring that the goals be presented by June 15, 2011. Due to that reason, I cannot in good conscience support the adoption of the goals.
Roll call.
Ms. Barajas?
No?
Mr. Crouch?
I considered abstaining from this item because the goals were due before I became a board member, and the goals have been discussed verbally with individual board members. But I concluded that it was shirking my duties as a board member to abstain. Therefore, I vote no for the following reasons. The goals were not presented to the board before or on the due date of the contract, June 15th.
Because even though he knew that it existed, he forgot that it needed to get in place with the other stuff that we were doing as far as the contract, which is, solid. And because of that, all of this is taking place the way it's taking place, but not because we're trying to do anything, or Dr. Isquierdo is trying to do anything that is illegal or immoral.
Although this may be construed as legal, it is certainly not ethical.
For those reasons, I'm going to vote yes.
Thank you. I'll add a comment as well. So it's even more confusing to say that we're prepared to move forward with a 3-year contract, but we're not prepared at this time to accept the goals for a 30-day period. So to meet those requirements. Regardless, we still need to meet them per the law. You need to submit them, we need to approve them. That's the bottom line. So somewhere we're going to have to come to some kind of a medium. And for that, I vote yes. Okay. Next item.
For clarity, Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes, Ms. Barajas.
Can we please clarify that in the motion ends on a 2-2 vote, means that the motion is failed?
That's correct. The motion has failed.
People out there being frustrated with us and maybe our style and our leadership here at the district. And I think that as we move forward, it would be wise of us to accept that, to work with it, to continue to reach out to the community, to try to educate our community better about what it is that we're doing and not doing. So though I do celebrate that the bond passed, and I'm very thankful for it. That whole experience, I think, the whole election experience this time around really struck a chord in me about how our community sees us.